Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. Welcome back to Factory Town. In the last episode, I set the highly ambitious target of 2,000 happiness, and we managed to achieve it. We did indeed manage to do just that, and that was only through optimizing the food market here. Now, there is still a little bit more optimization to go in the food market, although I would say that most probably this episode will be concerned with optimizing another of the outlets, I guess, whether it be specialty goods, apothecary, gourmet foods, or the general store. I will say that gourmet foods probably doesn't need that much optimization to sort of make it really pop. We're already fulfilling meat stew, jam, veggie stew to the max, and then cake as well. We're not super far off cake there. Either way, that's one of the options. I think the area where we're probably going to focus on now is the apothecary, mostly because we've only got two sources of input into the apothecary here, and getting the elixir as well, getting that sorted, getting that up and running would be really, really cool, as there's a whole bunch of like really, really complicated stuff in the apothecary that would be great to get, and it would also help supplement the blue coin income. So yeah, that is most probably what we are going to try and accomplish over the course of today. But before we do that, I just want to check on this area just to see how things are going. Are we managing in the kitchen to get enough milk into the kitchen? We're not really getting that much milk into the old kitchen there, unfortunately. Is there any way that we can perhaps output a little bit more stuff? The problem is, again, as I highlighted just towards the end of the last episode, there is just so much work that this farm has to do right here. This farm also has to do a fairly large amount of work, and it's just not really possible for all of that work to be done. So we might have to reimagine this area a little bit in the future, but at least this area is working out for the most part. It's working out absolutely adequately. One thing that I will say is it's probably worth us just upgrading this belt right over here, just to make sure that it's as fast as it can possibly be. I presume that we're still going to be able to output many more berries than we actually require. Yeah, that should be totally fine. Anyway, back to the apothecary. Before we do that, before we go back to the apothecary, let me see if we can swap out this barn, because this barn, if you'll recall, was full of air crystals and is now no longer filled with air crystals because I've been stockpiling those air crystals here. Excellent. I've been stockpiling the air crystals right over there, so we'll get that swapped out right in there, and then we can swap this one in right here. And then that should allow us to get across the line in terms of research. That will allow us to unlock another air temple, which is really, really important because the air crystal, the humble air crystal, is what we need most of. Also, the humble water crystal. Weirdly, I didn't really anticipate that we would need water crystals. Have I maybe just set it up incorrectly? No, it looks like we do need water crystals. Air temple. That's it. We got it. Okay. Let me move this barn away so that we don't waste any more crystals. Cool. We've still got 192 in there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. How many more Omni Stones do we have? We've got loads and loads of Omni Stones. Right. Air temple. Give me another air temple. We need to get another air temple. It needs to be set up somewhere in this vicinity. I kind of want to flatten this land a little bit. It's good that we can get this started because we're going to need all the help we can get producing all of these air crystals that we're after. All right. Take all of this back. Excellent. Excellent. And we'll move this all down here. Oh, you twit, Potato. You total twit. Well, that was just a terrible decision-making process, wasn't it? Just an awful decision-making process. That's fine. That can stay there. Enlarge this. Down a level. Excellent. Happy days. Okay. Where do we want to throw the air temple in here? And what do we require to build an air temple? Wow, we require a whole bunch of ether and a couple of magical bricks. So we'll do that then. We'll also upgrade this barn over here so that we can actually stockpile more air ether than that. That's the dream anyway, because I would ideally love to get at least 2 more, just because I think it would be great to do. So what's the sort of plan? I think that we should probably have like 1 elevated belt and then 1 de-elevated belt. That can be rotated around. This is a bad idea. Let's start with the belt going down this way. Yep, and then we will have this rotate back again. We'll bring this across here. We want to make sure that this is like a scalable sort of solution. Let's get the splitter in there, splitter in there. This. Out this way. Excellent. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You can probably already see exactly where I'm going to go with this. There we go. All the way across there. All the way across there. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right across there. Right across there. Move that back. Move that back. Copy a splitter. Copy a splitter. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Gertrude is your favorite sister. What do you know? We've sorted it. Right. I do want to speed up the movement of these crystals just to be on the safe side. I doubt it's actually going to be necessary to do, but you never know. It cannot hurt. There we go. Wonderful. Ugh, don't like that. That was a bad maneuver right there. But we'll probably need to expand this at some point anyway, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. What the heck happened here? Oh, that's miserable. What the heck happened? Okay, I have no idea what happened here. There seems to be some weird anomaly in the land. Fine. Sure, we can bring that down there. In there, like so. Similarly, that goes in there, like that. Brilliant. Gonna make sure that all of this belt is sped up. Again, not like we really need to have it sped up, but it would be a good little bonus, wouldn't it? Right. And so now that I've taken a while to build that, it's actually really easy for us just to build another brand new air temple, which is oh so nice. We're gonna build as many air temples as we can actually afford to. Even if it takes a while, it's still a worthwhile thing to do, as it allows us to exponentially increase our air crystal production, and that is what we're after. The thing that I do worry about is the amount of ether that we're outputting. How much ether are we gonna output? I have absolutely zero idea. It's probably worth high speedifying this belt just to make sure that we've got enough of the stuff. But for now, it looks to be okay. Yeah, it looks to be a fairly consistent amount, but we're definitely going to need to move more going forward. So I might just grab some more high-speed belts, and we'll high-speedify this entire route here, shall we? Don't necessarily think that that's the worst decision that I've ever had. Excellent. Cool. All right, so that is going to give us yet more air crystals, which is grand, and that should transpire to more air crystals going around the loop up here, and that will also transpire to more Omnistones, which is excellent. Brilliant. Okay, during this time, we seem to have lost a little bit of happiness. That's only okay. That's okay. It's just a tiny little smidgeroony. Not something that we should worry about altogether too much. Now, bandage production, ointment production. Why does it sometimes seem to be so good and other times seems to be so bad? I wonder, do we have... We've got quite a lot of ointments over here. Are we okay in terms of everything else? We seem to be making them pretty darn fast. 11 bandages waiting, or 11 medical wraps waiting. Herbs, we seem to be low on. Is there something that I can do about that? Maybe I can speed this up. Didn't really think that we had problems with herbs. Yeah, I didn't really think that initially herbs were our problem. It always seemed like there was a whole bunch of other problems that we had. But I guess I could be convinced that I was making that up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab super fast belt. The metal belt, by the way, is our new cloth belt. That's like the standard. That's like the standard belt from now on, as I'm sure you've already seen. Either way, that's gonna give us more than enough herbs to make whatever these are. What is this? A poultice? Yeah, it's gonna be more than enough to make that at a consistent rate, which is excellent. The medical ramps, that's good. That's working. That's working pretty quickly. Let me see if I can speed this up a little bit, if possible. That's already at max. We don't have enough fish oil coming through. And then I just go and do something stupid like that. Right, fish oil. Where's the fish oil being stored? It's right there. Excellent. Right over to there. Beautiful. Cool. All right, so why are we not outputting fish oil fast enough? That may very well be something that we could address. Do we need to get ourselves another fish oil boat? I think I might get myself another fish oil boat just to be on the safe side. Or maybe even 2 boats. What can we really... We can't really go wrong, you know, with more carrying capacity. We're good. Yeah, we're absolutely good on that front. Medicinal wraps we're fine for, as I've already highlighted. That's grand. So happy with that. Are we making this stuff fairly consistently? Yeah, we're making this stuff fairly consistently. Is there any chance that I can get fire production or fire crystals moved over here? I would dearly love to get fire crystals moved over here somehow. I don't think it's going to be possible, just given the messiness of everything around. But I think that we do need to give ourselves a boost in this area. Man, oh man, oh man. In fact, speaking of, how are fire crystals doing just in general? Because when I just looked there, they didn't look altogether too fantastic. Ooh, actually, it gives me a reminder. I need to grab an extra one right here just to be on the safe side. Yeah, this was gonna go... Where was this gonna go? It's gonna go onto there. Excellent. Okay, so that's another fire crystal source. There we go, get the output sorted. It's still not ideal, and I still do not understand why. I don't know where our fire crystals are disappearing to. It ain't great. They're disappearing somewhere. They're disappearing into magma, and then they're being shipped out. I get that, but elsewhere, I don't know. Either way, boosting these kitchens seems like a pretty imperative thing to do, given that we still need to optimize the apothecary just a little bit. Although, to be honest, we don't need much optimization for the medical wrap and the ointment provision. The health potion, I think, would be great to produce. That would really kick our coin production into the next gear. The health potion is red coins, a remedy, fruit juice, and a health potion. Okay. Where's the kitchen? Give me a kitchen. Right. What's a remedy made from? Remedy is made from 2 herbs and some water. And then fruit juice is, as we already know, made from just fruit. So is that it? Maybe is that what we want to do? Is that definitely what we want to do? I think that we do want to do this. Right. First of all, why the heck? Why the heck is this not happening faster? We need more cotton output, please. More cotton output, more herb output. Both of those things are in high demand, very, very high demand. Yeah, what's the place? What's the place that we want to do this? Because as I say, I think that this is fine. I think that we can just about live with this situation. So maybe we should focus on, as I was saying, we focus on the different thing. We focus on the health potion thing. Right, remedy, fruit juice as well. I think we can do that with a different kitchen. I'm not going to do it here. I'm just sort of assembling all of the necessary components here, if that's all right. Jeez, get off my back. Remedy needs coal. I really wonder, is it worth... How am I doing in fruit juice production? Am I fulfilling the fruit juice demand? Fruit juice demand is 100% fulfilled. Where are we importing fruit juice to? Literally right here. We're making fruit juice over here, and we've got rather a lot of fruit juice coming in. We can actually boost our fruit juice production, and I wonder if it's worth just moving the production to here. I think that's probably our best bet. So let me do this. Let me move this. Let me move this. Just gonna move it for reference at the moment. We can worry about the placement in just a second. So this is gonna make fruit juice. Nope, we've already got a kitchen here, which is gonna be responsible for making the fruit juice, which is grand. We may need to add an additional belt of berries, but that's fine. Remedy. I wonder if it's worth us. Changing this around and maybe adding. Tell you what, let me remove that. Let me grab some farm tiles. Add some farm tiles in here. And then let's grow some herbs on this farm. Right? Cool. Grow some more farm tiles over there. Can I? No, I can't. Can't pipette that. Plant some herbs. Excellent. Plant some herbs. Excellent. This harvester drill is going to get decimated. Sorry. And then we're going to add a mine here instead. This mine, yep, is literally just going to mine the coal. And we can actually use cloth belts for this. It's totally okay. And so that's gonna mine that over there. Not super bothered about the speed at which this happens, but that is a fine speed for now. Right, so we need to do two things. The first thing is the old berry. We need to speed that up. Second thing, we need to move this out a little bit. I know. I'm committing a cardinal sin. I'm doing something which might interfere with the shipping route, and I do not want to do that at all, but I'm gonna risk it because I think it's necessary. Right, now, there we go. This is just gonna be another berry output, as I think that we're gonna need it. Excellent. Right in there, just to save a little extra tile. Cool. No. Berry. I don't know why anyone would use apple trees. Is there any advantage to using pear or apple trees? I don't think there is. I know that I haven't really experimented altogether too much with them, but doesn't seem like a worthwhile thing to do. Okay, so hopefully we're going to be able to maintain full berry production. Having backlogged berries actually isn't the craziest idea, but there we go. Anyway, so that should give us a huge amount of fruit juice, right? Like a genuinely ridiculously large amount of fruit juice, where we might find it difficult to output the amount of fruit juice that we've got here, which is grand. Happy with that. We could honestly add a steam booster as well. Steam pipe overlay. I'll take that, thank you very much. It's free boost. Well, nothing's free. Nothing's free in this world, is it? But it's about as free as it gets. Doesn't impact the rest of our jam. literal jam. Okay. Then I'm actually gonna drag this down here and drag that over there. Looking good. That's not gonna interfere with anything over there. That's cool. And then we need to grab some herbs, which we should have the ability to now be able to get them from this farm over here. There we go. I don't think that we're going to need as many as this. However, it's worth a shot. Again, sugar comes out of here. I'm going to say we need herbs. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to say, actually, farm herbs. Excellent. What do you know? They come out of the appropriate area. So that's going to be the remedy. That's good. And then we just need to combine the fruit juice and the remedy and some mana power. The mana power, I must confess, will be a bit of a pain in the backside to maneuver, but that's fine. Can we squeeze this in here? I don't love squeezing this in here, but we'll do it nonetheless. Do I want to have a dedicated... I think I do want to have a dedicated route. Sure. There we go. That seems entirely reasonable. Suspect that we're going to need more workers in this kitchen, as we're going to need a lot of remedy in order to make this stuff. In fact, we may even need a secondary kitchen. It takes quite a long time to make remedy in comparison to the fruit juice. It's 1 fruit juice to 2 remedy. Either way, let's grab some mana power from somewhere. Oh, handily. Handily, it's right over here. Brilliant. Right. And then we just link that up over there. What do you know? That's looking great. Silo, boom. Boom. Just like that, we've got ourselves a health potion. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. Okay, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Everyone is 5. Okay, I mean, we're going to need a lot of health potions. I suspect that power, honestly, might be the limiting factor here, but it might not be. I hope that I'm mistaken. I guess we'll see. We've got water that's being automatically input to the kitchen thanks to the collection range of the kitchen, and it should all just work. Wonderful. Okay, let me copy and paste a silo. Copy paste a silo over here. It's a load mode. A load mode. This can get filtered on as what? Health potion. Wonderful. That goes in there. Copy some belt. Boom, boom, boom. That looks like it's running backwards to me, but hopefully it should be fine. This is going to get specified as a health potion 2. Wonderful stuff. Okay. 1, 2. We'll leave it with 2. We'll leave it with 2 boats for now. It's a very short route, so the boats should be able to do it fairly quickly. Excellent. Okay, how many have we got waiting? 61 health potions waiting. That ain't too shabby if I do say so myself. That ain't too shabby at all. Right, we're getting a little bit pressed for space here. 1, 2. I don't think 2 is going to be enough health potions, but I would love to be mistaken. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's going to be the first health potions dispatched. We're already out of remedies. Add a steam booster. Yes, please. We can't add a steam booster because none of it's on land. Ugh. Ugh, 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 is all I've got to say about that. Okay, let's move this forward. Scaffold blocks. Yeah, I hate doing this, but I mean, look. We gotta do what we gotta do at this point. We gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah, this is gonna get elevated. There we go. Excellent. I don't know why, but I do like to overbuild it sometimes. That goes in there. That goes in there. Splitter. Excellent. That's half the battle, so to speak. And just like that, we're good, right? Splitter. Cool. I mean, I could just turn that bit of belt around, but I guess, what's the point? Totally fine. Right, and then we get ourselves some fast output belts into the kitchen. Brilliant. We don't even need this anymore. We do need herbs, and the herbs are not able to get into... They're not able to get into this area. That's daft. No matter. An easy amendment. Excellent. Cool. Good stuff. All right, now we're looking great actually. 2-to-1 ratio. We just need to make sure that this is appropriately staffed, and then I honestly think that we will be totally fine. I think we should be able to make almost continuous. Yeah, we should be able to make almost continuous health elixirs there, or whatever the heck they're called. Are we got any supplied health potions? Yeah. Straight up, and also our number of coins has shot up tremendously. So that's really, really good. We're going to keep an eye on how many health potions we actually deliver to this silo over here, so... Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but it should be fine. It should be totally fine. I seem to just need just a little bit more... Just a little bit more production. Just a little bit more production. Also, I completely doofed this up. There we go. That's where it should be. Much better. Okay. Now that is actually going to be fine, right? Yeah, that is actually fine. That is a consistent, almost consistent level of production. Good. Oh boy. Okay, that was a little bit of a faff, but we got there in the end. Okay, now the real test is how much happiness does that translate to? A decent chunk, to be honest. I think that it can work itself higher. So that's the dream. Antidote is also required. How do we make antidote? Boy, there's so many things that I've not really experimented with at all. That is fish oil. I mean, if we're gonna use fish oil, it's a good chance that we could just do it like out here. Upgrade this. And then maybe we can see if we can do... I mean, the remedy is sellable at the Apothecary, but as I've already made clear multiple times, I don't really want to sell anything that's not the highest tier. Look at that, 100% health potion production. That's really, really good. Elixir is like insanely challenging, so we're not going to attempt that quite yet, but I think something like this might not be the craziest idea in the world. So we make the remedy again over here, which requires herbs, water, and fuel. The fuel aspect is not super challenging to do, as we've already got like a fuel wagon coming in here anyway. So yeah, I think that this is entirely possible. This requires this, which is also okay. What is the deal here? I wonder if there's just a way for me to get more fish oil production. Takes a long time for some obscene reason. Yeah, okay, splitter. Where's the splitter? Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab ourselves a farm. This is, by the way, this is pretty like sporadic placement of farms and just resources in general. But to be honest, I think that this is really the way forward. We've adapted quite a regimented. What do I need? Herbs, sugar, water, fertilizer. Yeah, fine. That's exactly what we need. Yeah, we've adapted a fairly regimented sort of design system. But the good news is that we've left ourselves like plentiful amounts of space to deal with all of this nonsense. So, you know, we've got plenty of space. We got plenty of space to throw in here whatever we want. This was a terrible place. Terrible place. Okay. That's where it should be. And that's it. That's absolutely it. Okay, nice. Now, throw this in here. Excellent. You'll see my full plan in just a second. Mark my words. It's gonna be epic. he says with a slight degree of confidence, but honestly, it'll probably be, I don't want to say above average, because that just seems like I'm gloating, you know? It'll probably be decent enough to at least comment upon. That's the standard with which I live by, you know? As long as it's interesting enough to chat about, I think it's good enough, you know? Right, so, herbs. Probably don't need that many herbs, but that's fine. Also gonna grab some sugar right now as well. 40 yellow coins for each sugar plant here. It's quite a lot. Don't think I should need any other farmable resource, but you never know. I may. Herb. Sugar. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna increase the number of workers in this farm just a little bit. May end up changing my mind about that, because I doubt that we'll really need that many people, but it's just worth considering. I'm out of stone. Wow, that's something that I never anticipated would actually happen. Huh. Where did I get my stone? How do I get more stone? I guess through something like this? There we go, I guess. Sure. That feels a little bit weird to do after all these hours. I haven't really touched stone in what feels like months. Probably not months, but you know, not far off is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, have we almost grown our first herb plant? We're almost there. Okay, anyway, the point is that I was basically going to set up a water supply sort of network here. Where's my nearest pipe? There we go. Excellent. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant news. Happy with that. Let's get the other... Oh, which one was it? I think it was this one. It was this one indeed. It was indeed that kitchen. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to be right in there, which is grand. The caravan, I tell you what, the caravan doesn't even need to necessarily change digging location. It just needs to deliver somewhere slightly different. Just needs to deliver to a silo in here. This silo can now output to this kitchen and this kitchen only. Yeah, literally that simple. Who the heck knew? Okay. There we go. And you from this silo to this silo. That's literally it. That's the only change that we have to make, which is very, very cool. Feels very, very good, to be honest. Feels very, very good. The ratios, they're not going to be quite there. I suspect that we might need another kitchen, to be honest. I wonder, what are the logistics of getting ourselves another kitchen to make remedies? Yeah. Right. I'm also going to get an area for the antidote in here. Antidote. Excellent. And that is another item sort of ticked off the list, which is real, real good. Very, very happy with that. What are the orders? I wonder if any of these boats will accidentally... this needs to be set as fish oil. Yeah, I wonder if any of these boats that are currently delivering fish oil to this silo will end up accidentally picking up Antidote. That could be a disaster if that happens. So let's just hope that that doesn't actually happen. Anyway, I'm going to crank up the number of workers in this kitchen here. And we will start to see, no doubt, that there is a remedy shortage, as I fully anticipate that that is exactly where the problem is going to lie. May even be a herb shortage. It's not going to be a huge discrepancy, but you know, you guys just got to think about it. It takes what, two herbs, 6 seconds to make a single remedy. So it's going to take 12 seconds to make 2. Takes 10 seconds to make a single antidote. There is, of course, going to be an issue there. You know, so it's just something that we've got to stay on the lookout for, and we've got to counter somehow. There we go. Speed that up. Can I grab a steam pipe overlay? Yeah, I was going to say we've got another steam setting set up over here. So we could just do with just boosting a steam booster in here. Yeah, if we did that, that would be excellent. Can I get a splitter? Yeah, our steam setup is, I mean, it's disastrous. Leaves a lot to be desired. Really, really does. Either way, with that boost, I'm pretty certain that that'll give us a high enough amount of throughput here, which is good. Yeah, okay, what can I say? I'm not too displeased with this. Yeah, we're still gonna need to get, what, like 1, 2, 3. 3 cargo boats. I'm gonna move Antidote all the way over to, ooh, sure. Antidote from barn to barn. Excellent. I'm gonna do that 3 times, just so that we've got like a consistent delivery system. Probably not a great idea to start them all at once, but that's fine. And speaking of, we're gonna need to make sure that we get a place to stick this. So you know what? Let's do Antidote right over there. Wonderful. Okay, that is going to be set on an Antidote. And then we're going to come all the way out here. And we're going to come in there. All right. So we've got an Apothecary barn, which is looking pretty darn good, if I do indeed say so myself. Pretty happy with that. Going to grab 2 minecarts. And both going to be on Antidote focus. Both can set off. Wonderful. I do like how we've got like such a large infrastructure that pretty much anything that we can dream up can be added really quite easily, you know? Like there's a whole bunch of stuff which we're able to just add just like that. Look at that, by the way. 100, 100, 100. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. That is really, really good. This is also really, really good. Eggs, I'm still not entirely sure why eggs are such a disappointment, to be honest. Weird. Yeah, why are eggs still such a tremendous disappointment to me? 1, 2. I don't know why eggs are so flippin' weird. Right. There. If I do ever convert this to a proper dual railway system, then it is going to be... It's going to be a challenge to make it work. Also, I think maybe we just need faster belts. Is that what we need? Have I missed a bit of belt somewhere? I don't actually know. Could very well be as simple as that. I missed perhaps the key initial bit of belt, but it doesn't look that way. There we go. I think I've got more than enough egg minecarts, so to speak. Yeah, this certainly feels good enough. Certainly feels good enough to me. Lots and lots of eggs. Is it 2 eggs that we sell? Is that maybe what I'm missing? No, it's not 2 eggs. We sell literally a single egg, and that's still not enough. Yeah, weird. Very, very weird indeed. Okay, something else that we need to consider is the fact that we just don't have enough space on this track. Like, stuff is being held up by other stuff. Like, there are minecarts that are being held up by other minecarts. And I'm wondering if it can be rectified. Also, do we have enough health potion carts? I suspect that we do. I think that we do anyway. The other problem is that it's nigh on impossible to see which minecarts are picking up which resource and from where. Antidote, Antidote, Antidote. We've got 1 Antidote. Oh, we actually sold our first Antidote. today. It's quite exciting. We're already up to 72 out of 100 satisfaction, so that ain't too bad at all. Yeah, how are we doing? Are we still moving the stuff in reasonably large quantities? Seems to be the case. Seems to be the case, yeah. Okay, I think what I do want to do, actually, is do this slightly differently. Yeah, let that go straight through there, and then we'll grab another pusher. I very rarely use the pushers, but when I do use them, they can be tremendously useful. So we're going to focus production over here on the antidote, and if there is any spare fish oil, then it can go straight through into this barn, where I'm sure the barn would greatly receive it. Look at how many eggs we're bringing back. We are bringing back like a ridiculously large number of eggs. Does that mean that we are at full egg happiness? We're not at full egg happiness. We're not at full egg happiness. What is the issue here? Ah. Did I miss upgrading a single bit of belts? No. It's still there. It's still doing stuff. Yeah, it's still inputting eggs at a ridiculously fast rate into the building. And yet still, we're just not able to do it fast enough. How unbelievably strange. Okay, that's a little bit better now. That's good. Okay, fine. Just weird, you know? Just weird. Doesn't really make sense to me. Doesn't really make sense to me. But it is totally fine. What's the issue here? We're out of fire ether? Because we're out of mana power? Why on earth are we out of mana power? Ah. Didn't split it off properly. That's an amateur mistake. Amateur mistake. Speaking of mana power, we do actually need mana power for something up here. These two we need mana power for. We also need to get reinforced planks over there. Yeah, I don't really want to faff around with that too much. Okay, turns out that 3,000 happiness is going to be much more challenging to achieve than just 2,000 happiness. Who would have thunk it, eh? Who the heck would have thunk it? I certainly wouldn't have. Man, where did all our shoe production go? Shoe production used to be a big old deal. Oh, this is where all of our happiness has disappeared to. It's because we're no longer able to mine resources as effectively as we used to be able to. Because we've run out of the resource. Excuse me? Oh, we're also still out of pickaxes. How is that a thing that's not been fixed yet? We're out of reinforced planks. Oh my god, we don't even have any planks. We don't have any planks. That's the problem. That's the problem, folks. We don't have any planks. Yep, straight up. All of the... Wow. Okay, I mean, all of the planks that we're trying to move back are not getting sold because we just got too many of them. We just got far too many of them. I have absolutely no idea what we can possibly do here. One of the options that we have is perhaps to void the planks. I don't want to do that. That seems obscene, like in the extreme, to void the planks. But like, at the end of the day, it's an option. Here's what I think we might do. Temporarily, we've got 150, 300 or so planks over there. So let's do that. Sort that out in the short term. I guess now we're stockpiling more than enough planks elsewhere. So we're stockpiling a whole bunch of reinforced planks over here. I think maybe the best bet is just to stockpile more. So we got a barn. Oh my god, we got so many. Move this barn over here. Rotate this. And that goes in there. Yeah, okay. And then you know what we can do? We'll just convert this to like a speedy belt. Or not. Just, you know, just don't do that, I guess. That's cool too. There we go. Maybe we want it to be an even speedier belt. I do want it to be a pretty speedy belt, to be honest. There we go. Okay. So get these removed as much as we possibly can. Ooh, hold up. I think we need to hold until full. No, I want to hold until empty. Hold until empty on. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. That is exactly what I want to do. That's going to sort out all of our problems, actually. Yes, straight up. That will make everything so much easier. Okay, I'm also going to set up like a additional series of barns that can hold a huge amount of additional reinforced planks. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And so that should give us, what, like an extra 2,000, an extra 2,000 storage or something in those, in that order. So that'd be pretty good. This way, it should just work. It should just work better. It should just work better. I'm hoping that we should have no issues getting planks up here. And that will correspondingly give us a huge amount of additional pickaxes, which are actually like a super important part of this process now. Yeah, we need everything. We need absolutely everything. Alright. Let's do that just to backlog some more. No point in not doing that, as far as I can see. Yeah, okay, nice. Happy with that. That's looking good. Looking very, very good. I mean, look at our blue coins. That they've really increased. Really rapidly increased, which is great. Should we see if we can do some more research? I almost feel like we really should do that. Yeah. Excellent. Let's do that. We've still got a whole bunch of Omni Stones. We've still got Omni Stones that are being made in very, very large quantities. We're actually able to make Omni Stones a little bit more consistently now, which is grand. Not much more consistently, because we're out of something. Oh, we're out of crystals. Why are we out of crystals? Because there's a high demand on the crystals. Potato, that's why there's a high demand on crystals. So you know what? Let's get a super duper fast belt. Gotta bear in mind that we are feeding like a huge number of silos that directly feed into temples through literally this silo and this belt over here. So it might be an idea if we maybe create a dedicated silo for each temple. I don't actually hate that idea at all. I should probably try and roll that out like right about now. Even if it's not a dedicated silo for everything, it would still be a step in the right direction. Okay, so that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. Cool. 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 Alright. Nice. Yep. This can go in there. Ditch this. Excellent. Okay. So now we've got another dedicated silo that we can use to transport resources around, which is kind of nice. It would also be good if we could get this belt sped up. Doesn't need to be super fast, but certainly doesn't hurt. Excellent. Cool. Happy with that. Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Looking and feeling very, very good. We're putting a little bit more strain on the system, but, I mean, that can't be helped, can it? Okay, 1, 2. Gonna grab 2 boats that are gonna travel from there to there. And this is gonna be the first vehicle to make use of the silo. Cool, because that's the only limiting factor for our production of air crystals. Air crystals, probably the most important, actually. Probably the most important of all of the different types of crystals. As far as I can see, anyway. So it's important that we stay on top of production of them. Right, Omnistone production is good. Air crystal production is good. Should we see if we can try and get another type of temple, or perhaps an Omni planter? Yeah, do both of these actually. Do both Omni planters and Omni pipes. We don't actually need anything special in order to unlock that. We can do both of these bits of research at the same time. It's gonna take a little while, but I mean, not a hugely long time. We've got more than enough Omni crystals, so we can do that. We can do that just fine, as far as I'm aware, as far as I'm concerned. And we're gonna continue to acquire Omni crystals, which is great. More air ether, also great. Happy with that. How's our shoe production going? Our cloak production is looking... It's looking just lame, isn't it? Are we out of iron again? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't actually expand the... I didn't actually expand the network. I forgot. There we go. Brilliant. That was the problem. The problem was that I didn't actually build the mine shaft. Didn't actually build the mine shaft, but I fixed it. So there we go. Anyway, we've now got iron production, which is grand. We're able to make shoes. Also grand. Yeah, okay. This is looking and feeling pretty darn good. Pretty happy with this. No. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Excellent. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't maxing out our shoe crate capacity, because if we were, we might need to take action. I think we do actually need to take action here. Yeah, so this needs to be made into a silo. I guess like the silo is pretty much better in every way to a crate, right? Takes up the same floor space. Has like 4 times more capacity, 5 times more capacity. Means that you don't run into stupid issues like this. Right. Got loads and loads of stone. Excellent. I wonder if we're going to run into like a shirt capacity as well, like a shirt cap capacity. I don't think so. I think we're actually fine. The issue is that we don't seem to have enough cloth coming in here. And by extension, cotton coming in. The other thing that we should consider selling is nails. Okay. This is gonna look really stupid, but I think this is the best option that we have here. So I'm gonna prioritize shoes, because shoes are great. Although to be fair, I shouldn't really prioritize shoes, as both nails and shoes give the same happiness, you know, even though we get way more coins from selling shoes. Okay, so it's gonna go in that direction like so, and then that's gonna get set in that direction over there. So you can probably already see what I'm gonna do here. But basically, we prioritize shoe production. If there is an abundance of shoes, then hey, we're gonna divert the nails to a specific area, and we're gonna transport them to the base. I still can't believe that it's literally called the base, but no, it is. Cool. All right, and then 2 more caravans. 1, 2. These caravans are going to move the resources over here. It's going to be reserved for nails. At this point, it's almost like, why don't I just drive it into the general store? But no, that would be far too basic, wouldn't it? All right, deliver nails right to there. Deliver nails right to there. Excellent. How many nails do we actually have in here already? 3. All right, fine. Don't anticipate that we're going to be able to transport too many nails, but to be honest, we don't actually need that many to be sold. It's actually a very, very small number of nails that are actually required. So we'll get 3. Sure. Nails. Nails. And nails. I guess my attitude is, you know, we'll catch the low-hanging fruit. We'll grab the low-hanging fruit whilst we can, I guess. Warm coats. These need to be upgraded to magic conveyor belts. There we go. Shoes, cloaks, pickaxe, shirt, reinforced. That was just so dreadful, wasn't it? And then that gets set as nails. Excellent. Okay, so now we're ready to operate a nail delivery service. We've already got, what is that, 87 nails ready and waiting, ready to go. Omnipipe, Omniconnector, and new recipe unlocked. Omnipipe, magical transport tube that can be used to transport many items. Oh, it's not just, okay, that's super helpful. An Omniplanter. How do I make an Omniplanter? So it's not just, it's not just Omnistones that can be transported in Omnipipe. I must confess, this all happened before my time. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay, so gold bars are like super duper short supply. Place gold ore. Okay, we're gonna need gold ore. We're gonna need iron ore. We're gonna need every single different type of ore. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna set up like a mini area over here where we're just gonna like mine the gold ore. Building is blocked by flipping carrots. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Okay, sure. Auto-manage recipes. Sure, you can supply pickaxes. That's fine. We shouldn't mine the iron. We should mine the iron. That does seem entirely sensible. Okay. Iron ore, gold ore. Okay, as long as we're holding one slot for each, then that'll be totally fine. Grab me some super fast belts. Yep. To be honest, one should be enough. One should be enough. But then after that, I'm going to grab... Yeah, that actually does need to be gold ore coming out here. And then we're going to grab a forge, if at all possible. I don't know where the nearest forge is. It's a workshop. It's a forge. We don't really have much utility. Much use for forge, I should say. Right. Where's the nearest coal source? It's all the way over there. Might just use a... I was going to say a worker, but is a harvester able to harvest trees? Harvester drill? Can harvest minerals that workers cannot? No. This worker cannot harvest that item. Okay, let's just use the trees then as a source of fuel. So the thing is that it's not actually super difficult to get all of the fuel that is required. May need to get one more worker, 2 more workers, whatever. Let's do it. Nice. Alright, it's a little jank, but it's fine. Oh, I'm about to make it even more jank, haven't I? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm just making these workers' lives a misery. But that's fine. Alright, gold ore. Do I need iron ore? I don't need to hold iron ore, do I? No, no, I do not. Yeah. I think that's fine. But again, we run into this problem where... I tell you what I should do. I should just grab a splitter. Yeah, just give me a splitter, and then we split the gold ore, so half the gold ore actually goes into the barn, the other half goes into the forge. Throw as many workers as we possibly can into this mine for now. Cool. Alright, 1,200 happiness, or thereabouts. Excellent. Just crested the mark. Pretty happy about that, to be honest. Any other research that needs to be done right now? I mean, to be honest, all of this research can definitely be done. Omni-temple construction, I have zero conception of what an Omni-temple actually does. But I'm keen to find out. Fire temple. Let's go in on a fire temple. Do I have a chest full of fire crystals? Get that upgraded. Almost certain that I had a backup chest full of fire crystals somewhere. Because I don't think that this is enough. Right, let's plumb this in. In my standard style, we just move the entire flippin' barn. Love to see it, honestly. Get that upgraded. May very well be worth moving this barn over here, but we'll see. Right, routinely above 2,200 happiness, which is grand. How much are we getting from the nails? A decent amount, actually. A decent amount. Not as much as I would like, but not far off it, to be honest. Not far off it at all. To be fair, we could accelerate that by using super fast belt. If we use super fast belt, then that should allow us to have a little bit more iron ore over here. We'll also throw in a 5th worker. See if that makes a difference. Should give us just a few more nails. It's all of these little tweaks, folks. It's all of these little tweaks that together, cumulatively, make a big difference. Make a real big difference. Right, I'm looking forward to planting one of these Omnistone planter things. That's going to be excellent. Okay, 2 mana reactors are working at the same time. What else do we need? We need water crystals, so we're clearly in need of a water temple. I've committed to fire now, so let's finish fire off, shall we? Right, we might be able to finish the fire temple off. Problem is that it requires 4 crystals. 4 crystals, 4 fire crystals, or 4 water crystals, depending on what you're working on. So it's quite a commitment. Let's get this barn upgraded. That barn's already upgraded. Excellent. The good thing about water crystals is that we actually have a tremendous amount of water crystals ready to go. Yeah, I'm actually going to move this over here in anticipation for that event happening. Again, I'm just trying to backlog production. Okay. That's over there. Ready to go. I doubt that we're going to be able to get the fire crystal stuff done. Select recipe, water temple, earth temple. You know what? We might as well just do them all at the same time, right? What the heck? Just so that we can get them all done. There is a good chance that we can actually do it fairly soon. Okay, get that moved around. Water crystals, we'll get them out into the area. Earth crystals, by the way, I am almost certain that we'll have enough of. It's the fire crystals that really perturb me. That might be the issue, so to speak. Cool. Because again, we're using so many of them for... We've got loads in this pipe here, but we're using so many of them for thingy production, mana reactor production. Also, how are we doing on the mana crystal refresh front? Not very well at all. Yeah, not good at all. Okay, what do we got here? A whole bunch of crystals. Just regular mana crystals. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this over here. It's going to come around there. That's going to get removed. Then we're going to grab a huge number of these things. But they're not going to look at all like that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to basically do what we did over in the fire area. And we're going to properly speed up all of our refining. There we go. Get this to come along here. Excellent. So that goes in all of there. That goes in all of there. Not in there. On top of that, Excellent. Okay. Now that should allow us to get a little bit further along. But I may need to supercharge that. I may need to supercharge that belt. But that's fine. We can deal with that. We can deal with that later. So, this comes out here. And around there. And that's all good, right? That's all good. Interestingly, these rechargers can be upgraded with an Omnistone upgrade. I wonder if that's a worthwhile thing to do. May very well be. Either way, that should be an improvement, right? It should very much be an improvement. Are we going to clear that backlog of old and miserable crystals? Man, we used to have so many crystals on this route, and now we don't at all. Looks like we are getting rid of the backlog fairly swiftly, to be fair. Yeah. I honestly feel like maybe we could just speed this up by using super fast belt. There we go. Do that instead. There we go. That's looking much, much merrier. There we go. There we go. That is looking real good. We're probably about to finish a bit of research, actually, aren't we? We certainly are indeed. I'm going to disconnect this barn over here. That barn can be deleted when necessary. Barn is fine. Water temple has been unlocked. Great. Crazily enough, the water temple is really the thing that we need to worry about least here. We don't need another water temple. Let's link up the earth temple over there. Or the earth crystals, should I say. The earth crystal barn. And then we have a couple more fire crystals to come, and then we're pretty much done. We need more ether. How are we not able to get more ether? It's another mana crystal issue, to be honest. It's another mana crystal issue. Honestly, how have we gotten by on just this few recharge stations? I don't actually know. This is kind of a joke, actually. That's kind of obscene. The more that I think about it, almost feel like it's worth seeing what we can do. Yep, get another one of those. Excellent. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Just like so. Excellent. Happy with that. Very, very happy with that. And that should give us just a little bit more crystallage to work with here. We'll see, though. We'll see. Not entirely sure. We do need a little bit better refresh networks around the place. Does seem to be an important aspect of the game that I'm really just sort of not focusing on, so to speak. Right, fire temples, we're almost there. Earth temples, we're almost there too. That's good. You know what? I think we might be able to get across the line in terms of research today. I think we can be fully researched by the end of this episode. We do still have the Omni Temple to go. We need a whole bunch of mana crystals for that, but to be brutally honest, I was away to say, oh, we've got plenty of mana crystals that are ready to go, but that is not the case. We have lost almost all of our pickaxe production, and that has led to a dramatic fall. A dramatic fall in pickaxe. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Are we not able to unload? What's the issue here? Oh, I see what the issue is. I see what the issue is here. Can I filter? There's no way that I can item filter. Can I filter planks? I don't know if this is actually going to work. Either way, that's delayed us, like, a lot. Yeah. It's pretty inconvenient, actually. I would say. Very inconvenient, in fact. We need reinforced planks, and we just ain't making them fast enough. We ain't making them fast enough. I think we need to devote this entire workshop to just working on... Brilliant. Brilliant work there. Brilliant work there, everyone. Yeah, this entire workshop's going to be devoted to making pickaxes, which is probably for the best. Right, fire crystal time. Do we have enough fire crystals here? What's your bet? I reckon we do not. We're not far off. How many fire crystals do we have in the base? We probably picked up a good couple now, haven't we? 82. 82. That ain't too bad. Tell you what. Fire crystals. Can I move a fire crystal over here? Is it possible? No. No, it's not possible. It's not possible to do that route. You know what? Let's make it possible to do that route. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the wind. This is like the last bit of like mega research that we need to get done. So what the heck? Let's do it. Nope. Let's flip and go. All right, so just that down there. That down there. Excellent. Does that dispatch the fire wagon? Is that what it's going to be called? The fire wagon? Excellent. It is the fire wagon. The fire wagon is in action. It's looking good. It's looking real good. That's the pickaxe wagon, though. Pickaxe wagon is not what we're after. We're after the fire wagon. Right, fire temple 79 out of 100. Keep up the good work, everyone. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. As long as these two caravans don't have a conflict, which they very well might, we should be fine. Either way, this is looking excellent. I'm very, very happy with this. This whole setup is looking and feeling fantastic. I need to use one of those omni planters, don't I? I need to use one of those omni planters. Let me see if I can plant a gold source over here. That would be kind of cool, right? Can I plant a gold source on the top of the land? I've literally never used this before. Okay, so omni planter. Sure, they are very, very expensive. But I can afford it. 500 coins, easy. Gold ingots, yeah, it's all right. Easy enough to do. The Omni Stone is the most expensive thing. Now, prospect for gold ore. Prospect for gold ore requires 5 pickaxes. Now, the 5 pickaxes is the most challenging aspect of this. Can you believe? Again... Am I not able to unload? Am I not able to unload this here? I think I gotta defilter this, unfortunately. Oh, what if I reinforce planks? What if I set it as reinforced planks? Will that allow it all to work? Yeah, either way, this is not great. This train network is not covering itself in glory right now. The whole system is just jank, and it's not working, and it needs to be dualed, and I'm trying to cheat the system and get away with just using one single train. And that's not a good idea. I mean, that does seem to technically work. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. Wait for the planks to be dispatched. That's going to be great. Happy with that. The faster the better, because I need my pickaxes. I need my pickaxes, and I need them quickly. Oh, tell you what I could do. Delete that barn. There's nothing in there. Now, move this barn. Move this barn full of reinforced planks back up here. Kind of seems insane to do, to move them all the way down and then manually move up an entire barn full of reinforced planks, but I mean, at this point, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Alright, we are maxed out over here. We're maxed out in terms of employees in the factory. I mean, we could add a steam booster, but I feel like a steam booster is... It's not a big deal. We just need a few more... We just need a few more pickaxes. That's all that we really need. Where is this actually... Where's this caravan actually taking the pickaxes to? Is it just to the base? Am I selling the pickaxes at the base? I think I am selling the pickaxes at the base. I think that's where they're all disappearing to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the pickaxes are being sold. Yeah, so I mean, it's not ideal. It's not ideal given the current circumstances. We probably don't have anywhere near enough pickaxe production, given that it's pretty important as a resource to both sell and, even more important, as a resource to sell. We're going to be able to prospect with it. Omnistone upgrade. Let's grab 3 Omnistone upgrades. Sure. You know what? I will add a steam boost. Even if it is just a temporary... Even if it is just a temporary maneuver. Oh, I can't add a steam boost. Because it's not on land, of course. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Air boost. Don't suspect that there's an air boost area around here, is there? No. There's an air boost loop around here, but that's about it. Fire loop boost around there. But no. But no. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? Okay, 17 pickaxes. Crazily enough, that's going to be enough, I think, right? Right. Prospect for gold ore. We do it here? Good. So what do I do? What do I do with this? How do we regen this? Speeds up regrowth and resources. Oh, the regen is produced by the Earth Shrine. Now I've not actually used the shrine building. I've not used the Earth Shrine building, should I say. I don't even know if I used the other shrine buildings. Let me have a little look-see. Right, so... A water shrine. Produce units of water. Oh, interesting. Earth Shrine speeds up regeneration rates of nearby natural resources transmitted using earth power. Okay, this is excellent, actually. Because we've got earth power very, very nearby. Linked to 3 gold ore. Yes, please. Yes, 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 please. Excellent, we'll do that. Okay, so now I need to find some... Oh, this is so perfect. That's absolutely brilliant. Could be better, actually. Thinking about it now. It could be better. Where do we connect the... Oh, do I really want to go all the way around the outside? I don't really want to go around the outside here. Here's an idea. Here's what I'm gonna do. There we go. This works much better. Excellent, and then that gets split right there. Okay, cool. Happy with that. That looks and works a whole heck of a lot better. Okay, so we get ourselves the regen energy. That is nice, I think, and it should mean that we end up regenning like really, really quickly. Do I get an omniplanter? Yes, please. We're out of gold ore already. How on earth am I out of gold ore already? Wow, have we got... Okay. It's kind of obscene. Okay. Didn't realize that I was... Didn't realize that I was that full on gold ore. I guess we just don't need it that much. Cool. Sure, so we'll do that. That'll speed things up a little bit as well. Again, it's incremental improvements. You know, that's what's necessary. How close are we to solving our fire problem? Oh man, we are close. Oh, this is close. This is very, very close. You know what? If I pick up these, then that means that a truck is going to deliver the crystals somewhere, I presume. And then that will allow one last bit of research to be done. In fact, if I pick up these items manually, there we go. I'm sure that that'll actually work out. Cool, so I'm not even going to bother moving this barn into position over there, even though we could. Excellent. Fire temple and Omni temple construction. Very, very handy. Very, very handy. So, research. Yep, Omni temple construction. Let's do it. Let's just get this done. Get us across the line here. And I did say, hey, we got a huge number of mana crystals backlogged over here. However, that's completely disappeared. I did have half a temple over in this vicinity, although don't think that's quite going to cut it, unfortunately. Right, that needs to get deleted. And I need to find something to do. I need to find something to do about the fact that we are nowhere near the number of crystals that we need. Oh yes, it's because we don't have the shards over here. That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. Tell you what, Earth Shrine, is that a thing that I can do? Does it say that it's linked to any of these things? I don't think it says that it's linked to anything, does it? I think they need to be omniplanted, if I'm not mistaken. Gold ore depleted. Right, can we do gold ore again then? We do more gold ore. Prospect for gold ore. Excellent. Excellent. So there is definitely a regen boost coming through. It does take a little while for it to trigger. I guess it only triggers when it's needed. Either way, that's looking good. It's nothing special, but it's fine. Should we go underneath the ground and have a little look at what's going on over here? I mean, look, the only thing that we really need over here is a pickaxe. Is a pickaxe for 500. That's what's in demand right now, and that's what we need to try and roll out. I'm gonna speed this up. Excellent. Ooh, no. Wonderful. Keep it coming. We're so very close. We're so very close to making what I would consider a perfect, or a close to perfect setup. Feels real good. Feels real good. Right, we got pickaxes coming through here, do we? They're coming. They're coming slower than I would expect, slower than I would like, but it looks like the amount of planks that we're getting is good. Let's see if we can hold more planks in here. See if that'll make any difference. I doubt it'll make a tremendous difference, but it's worth considering. Ditch these two, because we don't actually require these reinforced planks over here anymore. I know that we are disregarding like a huge amount, but at the end of the day, we need this to be open for planks if that is going to be coming. Also, we need to get to grips with Omni Pipe as well. I have no idea how you make Omni Pipe. I'm presuming that it's in a magic forge. It is in a magic forge. You need mana pipe, you need Omni Stone, you need magic conveyor, you need elixir, you need fuel. I mean, we've got all of those things. We've got all of those things with the exception of an elixir. Now, an elixir is in and of itself a massive pain in the backside, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, so an elixir is a health potion and an antidote and water power. So we've already got all of those components. We're making all of those. It's probably worth us maybe making them again if we want to make an elixir. Just something to consider, you know. How are we doing Omni Temple construction-wise? I mean, we're not doing badly. We could be doing better. The reason that we're not doing better is because our mana shard production has slowed to an absolute crawl. Because, as we've already identified, the number of mana shards that we're able to extract from the ground is much diminished. Much diminished due to the lackluster supply of pickaxes the last wee while. However, it does feel like we're slowly but surely getting back on top of that pickaxe production. Ooh. We're now out of iron over here. Excellent. There's always something, isn't there, folks? There's always something. There's always flipping something. Could that do with being a super fast belt? I feel like it should. I really need to end this episode at some point. This is ridiculous, actually. Sometimes you just can't help yourself, folks. I'm so glad that I'm able to just do this. And you know what? Being able to play on, just make a little bit of an extra long episode. It's all thanks to the Patreon supporters. Patreon.com/potato. That's right. Gotta plug it whenever I get the opportunity. They're the real heroes. They're the real heroes. Okay, good. That's all looking good. I'm happy with that. I think that that's probably the most appropriate place to end today. I did say 3,000 happiness by the end of this episode. That was a wildly ambitious prospect. However, the crazy thing is that I feel like I managed to like make a lot of significant improvements. I mean, everything at the food market, bar chicken, is basically fully supplied, or it feels like it's fully supplied, or it occasionally is fully supplied. The general store still needs a little bit of work. The apothecary still needs a little bit of work, but you know, the first four, that's not too bad. Gourmet foods also surprisingly well stocked. Honestly, it's all going a little bit too well. It's going a little bit too well. It just feels unnatural. Usually things just go dramatically wrong for me. I don't know why. Probably something to do with the way that I play video games. Anyway, yeah, the research is almost done. We got like a couple of extra crystals to throw in there. Just a couple of regular crystals. So we should be done very, very shortly indeed. But for now, ladies and gents, we'll wrap this episode up. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Potato. Thanks as ever to the fantastic Potato Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/Potato. Also thanks to Banana Nanana and C Senpai for being the two $25 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.